Good evening, gentlemen.
Hello.
Evening.
Good afternoon.
Great. Okay, so today, does anyone know what we're actually doing?
No,
Partially.
Of course.
Alright, cheers for reading
Maybe.
what I said, guys. Anyway, so, what we're doing is anime trading. What this is we all get to force the person next to us in the rotation to watch an anime of our choice. There is not many limitations. So, I can say, for instance, I could pick for Boron, I could say, I don't know, just random show, Oshinoko, and you'd have to watch season 1. If you've already watched the show, you either watch the next season, but if you've watched the entire thing, you will just re-pick another show, basically. You have to watch it before the deadline, and then you will give a review of the show. Here are the rules. Hentai is banned. You cannot force someone to watch that, but ecchi is allowed. And no shows that have previously been done in these videos can be repeated. This is going to be the order. You see 4 squares, but they aren't squares. They have everyone's name on. So, Boron, pick a square, any square.
top left.
Top left. Okay, I'm going to move it here. Alfie, pick a square, any square.
Bottom left.
Wella, pick a square, any square.
Top right.
And I'll take... Oh, whoops. I'll take that one. So, are we ready to reveal what they are?
No.
Alright, great. So, first off, shape fill. We're just going to make it white. Alfie!
Hell yeah.
So, you are going to be the first in the order. So, we're going to reveal who you're picking for. Boron!
Ooh, okay.
Hello, guys.
Okay, and Boron is going to be picking for... Piss!
Piss.
I mean, yay! And that means I am picking for Wella.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the order. So, let's start off with the start. Alfie, what is your experience with watching anime?
So, I've watched mainly Seinens, mainly the big ones like Vinland Saga, Berserk. I've read a bit of Vagabond. Got a bit of a mix. I've watched My Hero, which is... yeah.
And then, Boron, can you explain your experience with anime?
I've watched like a little bit, but not very much.
I think you've watched like, what, 10 episodes of One Piece at most or something?
Yeah, and then like some of JoJo, but like literally like the first 3 episodes, I think.
So, I am a loser.
Oh, we know.
Yeah. So, I've watched quite a lot. I'm not going to go through my whole list. I don't really have a specific genre I watch. I'm just kind of all round. My favourite show is ReZero, followed by Oshinoko.
Woo! I mean, I've watched a fair amount. I think my favourite show is Mob Psycho. I mean, that's all that can really be said.
Alright, epic. So, Alfie, what will you pick for Boron?
Ooh, should I be nice to him for his first ever one?
We're here for content, brother.
I'm giving you Beastars.
Alright,
Okay, but Wildside is a banger.
It's a musical show.
Oh,
Okay.
oh no.
About furries.
Oh, interesting. Ooh. Do not want to watch this.
I will say, the openings are both bangers, so at least
Yeah, because it is.
They're pretty good.
you might enjoy
How much do we have to watch?
the
first
first
season.
season. Boron, what are you going to pick for moi?
Don't know. I have to find one.
Epic. Did you not pre-prepare anything?
No, I didn't know what we were doing. Someone else go first because
Alright.
I'm looking.
I'll go first then. So, Wella, I actually have a choice. So, give me a number.
Oh, that one sounds shit.
I have 1 and I have 2. Which number?
1.
1. Your show
Less
is...
is more.
Some may say
Yep,
a show
you're
that is
watching
very
this one,
good.
Ryan.
I've watched it, but it has a crap name. So, you're going to be watching Bunny Girl Senpai.
Let's go!
It's a really good show, but the name is so degenerate.
Ah, it's my turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is fun. So, Alfie. You know what? I'm giving you Komi Can't Communicate.
Do you know what? That's all right. I wanted to watch that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what? That's fair enough.
This sounds like copium to me,
This one,
but I
Ryan.
mean, whatever. Oh, Boron, have you made your deadly selection?
I searched up worst rated anime of all
For
time.
God's sake.
And this one sounds very strange.
What is it?
High school girls is tasked with assisting the military in fighting off an alien threat infiltrating Tokyo.
Sorry, what? Cheers,
Ron,
man.
I think you should watch My Hero Academia.
I've watched season 1. So
That
what?
means you got to watch
Watch
season
season
2.
two.
So I gotta watch season 2 of My Hero Academia.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, you know what?
Um,
That's fine.
for that.
I don't have a problem with that. I watched season 1
I'll
and
get
was
to it at
like,
some point, man.
this is a bit mid.
Oh, I just stubbed my toe.
So, we all have that one person in the friend group that gets absolutely ruthlessly bullied just for existing. In the anime friend group, that person is My Hero Academia. This show has been forever tainted by how dog the community is, but the show itself is actually pretty good. Not one of the all-time greats like Failure Frame, I became the strongest and annihilated everything with low-level spells, but it will do. All jokes aside though, I do actually care for this series, as my first ever manga that I bought was My Hero Academia. So in short, yes, I already read this entire season, meaning there was zero shock factor outside of the stuff that I forgot. Let's start off with the bad part of this season. Recap, and some more recaps. This show was originally aired 1 episode per week, meaning that recaps were actually useful. However, I would watch this in 5 episode sittings, meaning the structure was intro, recap, 5 minutes of new content mixed with recap, pointless ad break as I have premium, recap of what happened before the ad break, actual content, outro. Do you see my issue? This was only really a problem during the early stage of the tournament arc, but it was still really annoying. Well, onto the positives. This show looks so good, and all of the fight scenes popped off, especially the Todoroki vs Deku fight, which was definitely where a good majority of the budget went. The storyline of this season was also much stronger than the first, and I won't go into much detail, but it does have some good ethical dilemmas and strong character building. I'm keeping this review short as to not make it drag, but for my rating out of 10, I would give it a solid 7.9. A respectable score that will probably lead me to watching the rest of the show, so cheers for that, Boron. And would I recommend this to someone else? Maybe. It depends on if they're a shonen enjoyer or not, but I probably wouldn't go out of my way to convince others to watch it.
Hello. So, I got given Rascal Does Not Dream About Bunny Girl Senpai. Well, this show wasn't the worst thing I've watched. I have watched the SpongeBob parody. It had a good cast of characters that all felt in place and were explored very well. The main focus for this show was the adolescence syndrome, and while I enjoyed the first one involving the bunny girl, and her fading from existence, the rest onwards felt kind of exceedingly more forced. So basically, the show starts off with a bang, and then falls off immediately. This was obviously a big turn-off, as the start set off quite high hopes for me, and then ruined them all. Although I say the rest of the show was awful, actually the ending was really good, as it developed ideas that were suggested throughout the rest of the show in a way that really did it justice, and I really enjoyed the ending. It just sucks that the middle of it feels like it drags on so much, because the start and the end are honestly really good, but the middle kind of makes the whole show feel a lot less worth watching. Time to talk about the music. Now, I'm going to start with the ending song, the Kitanine, you know, that one, because it's iconic, and overall, it was a very good ending, because you had everyone who sung their different parts of the ending. What a fun time! We've covered the ending, but what about the opening? Now, I really liked the opening, personally, because, I mean, it was like your average anime opening, I'm going to be honest, but somehow it managed to be above your average anime opening? Like, how? Really good song, I really enjoyed it. Didn't skip the opening or the ending, not once. Really good stuff. The characters. Now, the main character is Sakuta, and his main thing is just sort of being a loner, I guess, and horny. I don't really think he has anything else going for him, honestly. A bit of a lackluster main character, in my opinion. I'm not sure what other people thought about him.
He's hot though.
He's not that hot, and I'm bisexual.
Oh, true.
I will give Sakuta credit for his relationship with his sister, though. Not in that way, this isn't Oshinoko. His relationship with his sister is really strong, and he really takes care of her, and it's just really nice to see. Especially towards the end, where Kaide, who is the sister, becomes really important, the bunny girl. Now, the bunny girl, surprisingly, actually has a name. Mai. Mai is actually a really good character despite how many simps there are. I quite like her personally, and her relationship with Sakuta, yes, I don't know how Sakuta pulled Mai, don't question it, but her relationship with Sakuta is actually really interesting to see, and how her acting career also impacts the relationship. It's time to talk about my favourite character, Ryo Futaba. Yes, I've saved the best till last. Ryo is an acquaintance to Sakuta and helps him through all the challenges of adolescent syndrome that he goes through. And just her helping hand role is really nice to see, which is why she's one of my favourite characters. In my opinion, her experience with the adolescent syndrome that she gets at some point during the show was a bit lackluster, because it was in the middle of the show where it was all a bit naff. But as a character, I loved her. She was a joy to watch in more ways than one. Rating time! So, what would I give this show out of 10? Honestly, a 6. I'd like to give it higher. The start and ending are really carrying it through here. Just, it's really hard to give it any higher with its really rough middle patch. I'm not sure I would suggest this to a friend, because it's really hard to actually get into and get past how fan servicey it can be. And once you do get past the fan service, there's not really much behind that other than the good start and the good ending. So yeah, I wouldn't suggest this. Although I think I've tried to be nice, it hasn't ended up nice. I'm sorry.
So, Komi can't communicate. I've never really been a fan of romance anime. I'm more of a seinen guy. I like Berserk and Vinland Saga. But starting off straight into that, from the first episode, I was hooked. Honestly, it's such a good show. It's a great feel-good show, and when Komi does struggle with a problem in her life, you feel sympathy for her, and you relate to how she feels, and you understand how Tadano has these feelings for her and concerns for her. The characters in the show, while some were pretty great, there were others that got on my nerves quite a bit. Okay, so as a homophobic person myself, I hated Najimi. Every time that, I don't know what it is, showed up...
Jesus Christ.
Every time they showed up, it was always that Tadano and Komi were getting close, you know, making progress, like starting to understand each other's emotions a bit more. Then Najimi comes in and says, "Oh yeah, I've got my 300 friends in Kyoto, we're all going to the water park, you're coming too." And it always just ruins every single moment. Another character that I absolutely despise is Yamai. Oh my god, every time she turned up, it would always be, "Oh my god, Komi, I love you, I want to look at your underwear." Like, shut up, you lesbian. Yeah, she was such an annoying character. I mean, like, I loved Komi as a character as well. Every time she would show up, like, she would, you know, have her famous walking quote. And Tadano as well, so supportive of Komi and understanding everyone. And I know we're supposed to only watch season 1, but I did continue with season 2. And there's another character that shows up who, I'm not going to spoil too much, but he's a bit like Komi, and Tadano completely understands him too. The main premise of the show is Komi making as many friends as possible. And I love seeing her grow as a character and be able to open up more, even if that is without talking. I've got a character list up just now, and who the hell is Subway Sandwich Artist? Her tag's description is, oh no, that doesn't say hot, it says hat ponytail waiter. Who is that? The opening for this show is an absolute banger. Honestly, I love it. And it does have a meaning that pops up at the end of season 1. Yeah, the ending song. It was a pretty happy, relaxing song that was pretty good. But I didn't realise that there's after credit scenes. So after watching half of season 1, I decided to watch all of the ending, and saw one of the scenes and had to re-watch the endings of all the episodes I'd already watched. So if you are going to pick up the show, I'd recommend watching every ending song just in case there's one of them scenes. So, in my opinion, I'll give the show probably about an 8 out of 10, because, yeah, it's so good. It's just the little thing that holds it back is when the characters get close, it just always pulls them back, and it's so annoying. But, yeah, I would definitely 100% recommend this to a friend who likes this kind of show, and even if they don't, I didn't like it, and it's pulled me into it, I might try some other shows. I think I got off pretty scot-free with this challenge compared to...
Hello, this is the Boron, and I had to watch Beastars overall, so it was just Zootropolis, but for horny furries. It was kind of weird. There was too much singing and weirdness. Generally, the characters were a little bit memorable. There's a dwarf rabbit constantly getting slut-shamed, who also wants to f the wolf, but not get eaten by the wolf. There's a wolf who wants to f the rabbit, but also wants to eat the rabbit. And a stuck-up deer man who wants to fight the wolf. Now, the good bits, the intro was kind of good. It was kind of memorable, and yeah, and the art was quite good, but I don't really have past experience in watching it, so I can't really give it a rating or anything. And the bad bits, yeah, the rest of it, it was just kind of weird overall, not my type of thing, and I wouldn't really recommend it to anyone unless they're a horny furry. I'd probably give it a 3 out of 10.
So these are the final scores for everything. This video's been in the works for a while, and I'm planning to make it into a series, so subscribe if you want to see what shows everyone will get next. Congrats if you made it this far, as I already know the retention on this video is going to be horrendous. Thanks, and have a good day.